need you to remind me what the B is for in our formula. It's the area of the base, and what is my base in this case? It is a square. So I need to know the area of this square. What's the formula for the area of a square?
Base times height.
Okay, so it's base times height. So my base is 3, my height is 3, so isn't it 3 times 3, so it's just 9? And then what's terribly annoying is that cones and pyramids have swapped it up with the volume formula. There's no curves of L. So we're not looking for the slant height. So that H is genuinely for the real height. The height connecting, I know I don't have two bases now, but the height connecting my point to my base. So my height really is 7. So again, my formula was, I should have written it in the way I normally do, 1/3 base times height. To find the area of the base, I had to find the area of that square. For the height, it was the number connecting the base and the top point, and that is 7. So I need to know 1/3 of 63. I believe it's 21, but math is off today. Okay, 21 inches cubed. Perfect. Now, I'm going to skip doing B on paper because we're going to do it out loud. What is the area of the base? Say it again. It is, because 8 times 8 is 64. So if you wanted to write it, you don't actually have to. But if you wanted to write it, I know the area of that base is 64 because 8 times 8 is 64. And then I know my height is that number connecting the two, and it's 6.5. You plug all this in your calculator, you should get 138.7 feet cubed. But there's not much going on with this today. We're mostly just plugging and chugging. Are there any questions about this? The only way we could make this harder is if we gave you the slant height and you had to solve the triangle for the regular height. The only way we can make this harder is to make you solve a triangle. Okay, then let's go on to the cones. We're only going to work a couple of those two. We're not going to work them all. Our formula is 1/3 pi r squared h. I need to know my radius. I need to know my height. My radius is 9.1. What is the height? It is 25. Oh my goodness, we're chugging on along. So let's plug all this in and get out an answer. $2,001.
I got 6,502.
You did 9.1 squared?
I got 2,130.
You got this, and we're going to round to this. I got 2167.96. Did you press the pi button or did you type 3.14?
No, I round.
to the nearest tenth. So that 6 rounds that 9 up and ends up rounding this up to an 8. I don't want to do a whole lot more of these. Let's do letter C. What is my radius? 20.6. That part's pretty easy. Now I need to know that height. It's still 20.6, even though it's outside the cone, because that's a weird looking oblique cone. It's still the height. So I need to type all that in my calculator, and I get Say what? 4 point what? What'd you say, ma'am? Are you sure you typed all this in? Because 20 times 20 is 400, so it's got to be bigger than that. And then 400 times 3 is 1200, so it's got to be... Okay. I know I did. I keep leaving that off. I keep not making 100. Yes. Perfect. And I'm going to skip D, but we're going to talk about B for half a second. No, we're not going to plug and chug. We're just going to talk about how they coulda, shoulda, woulda made B more difficult. I see a triangle. If they hadn't given you the 12, if instead they had told you that slanted height was 13, you would have had to solve for that height and either done 5 squared plus x squared equals 13 squared, or for the bajillionth time, learn your triples, it's a 5, 12, 13. That's the only way we could make this a little more difficult, is to give you the slanted and you solve for the regular. Okay, so let's flip to the back and look at your problems. I have confidence with you with your rectangular prisms. I have confidence with you with your triangular prisms and your cylinders, and even with your pyramids. Even with your pyramids. I see one of the cones that I want to work. Which cone do I want to work? Do I want to work number 3 or do I want to work number 4? Why do I want to work number 3? Because they gave you the diameter. That's one reason why I want to work number 3. What else is missing on number 3? They give you the slanted height, not the real height. On number 4, they give you the real height. So I'm missing this important number. I need to know that number. Oh, but lo and behold, here's another triangle. So I have a right triangle. I know the hypotenuse is 25. What number can I put down here on my triangle? Why?
Because it's half.
Half of 14 is 7. I appreciate your enthusiasm. Okay, and then those of us who know our triples, what number can I put on the other side of the triangle? Yes. So I know the height is 24. But for those of us who don't know our triples, 7 squared plus x squared equals 25 squared. When you solve using that Pythagorean theorem, you would still get 24. What is the formula for the volume of a cone?
1/3 radius squared times height.
Okay, and then so my radius is what number?
7.
And my height is 24, so now all you have to do is type that in your calculator and you'll have at least one answer on that worksheet. So Lord knows everyone in the room ought to get, if this was worth 10 points, you ought to get a 9 out of 10. Are there any questions about volume, because we did that quickly? volume seems to be a lot easier, but I swear the reason it is because we've gotten used to the letters of the formula.